So after our daughter Mimi died, lots of people I think felt that they wanted to be able to do something to help us, and rather than send flowers to the funeral they donated. And it seemed like the perfect thing to do, given that we had some very precious days with Mimi that we wouldn't have had without a cold cot.
When Isabella was born, obviously we knew she'd got heart problems. We, at the start, were told that she would need to come up to London for a hospital. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. She passed away at 30 weeks plus 1 day. I was with Mum and Dad right the way through the labour, supported them all through the pregnancy, was there when she was born, and we had the privilege of using an Abbey cold cot. Before then we hadn't heard of them, but now to us they're such valuable pieces of equipment that the hospital need. I promised that I would do something to raise money for charity, and I wanted to do something that had her name on it, so that her memory would live on.
It seemed a very fitting tribute to be able to, in such awful circumstances, give other families the chance to have that time with their babies that maybe they wouldn't if the hospitals didn't have.
So few people know how high the rate of stillborn babies is in the UK. It's the highest in the whole of Europe, which I think is really shocking. And Abigail's Footsteps and other charities like that are the ones who are the forerunners to explain and bring this to the public and to give comfort to bereaved parents.
So we decided, that's it, me and a friend of mine are going to do a skydive. I'm scared of heights, I don't like high fairground rides, anything like that. So my motto was, if I want to raise a lot of money, I've got to go big. And in the 7 weeks of being up and running on the Just Giving, we're handing over the cold cot. We've raised that amount of money so far.
It's horrible to imagine that through a lack of equipment, parents and other families are denied the opportunity to make those memories, which is why we ultimately wanted to use the funds towards another cot.
We would like NHS funding to fund everything, but the reality of it is that we use our resources as efficiently as we can, and making it extra special is enabled by having charitable donations. It takes a lot of courage for parents to do that, to actually revisit their own experiences, and we're incredibly grateful for the families that have done that today.
Every time that somebody does use it in the future, they'll look and they'll see who's donated it, and I think that's it's a nice memory to have, and to see that you're doing something positive for somebody else who's going to be in the same situation as you, and because you know how hard it is.
You're in the middle of it, you're all over the place, you don't know what the right things to do are, and just having, we were lucky enough that we had the people there at the hospital who were saying, like, these things you will cherish moving forward. Even things like they asked us if we wanted to bath Mimi, and I didn't think it was something that I would be able to do, would be bath and dress her. But they really encouraged it, and said this would be something that you'll remember forever, and so we did it. And I'm massively grateful that they almost pushed it a little bit, because if they didn't, then if it was left to us to make those decisions, those things wouldn't have happened, and we wouldn't have those memories now.